It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's a six-year man, Austin Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end forehand. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. This is a counter play. Eckler on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. The Chargers at 7-5 now in the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll run for the first time with Isaiah Spiller. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score. Chargers 7. Dolphins 0. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correct.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't see that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn your line and say, oh, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Joey Bosa drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Herbert, that's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Running on first down, Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up third down and 5.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Here we go. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Looking to pass. Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
That's taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
So it's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Chargers 21, Dolphins 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fair catch. Gain of the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Tua now on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
First down, Miami.
Here we go. Here we go. Right, 37.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 3. And the Dolphins first down.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. In motion, Hill. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
All right.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, where the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Herbert back to the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Okay.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Let's go.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 45 on 2nd down.
Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
first down as he gets this to the 47.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Tua now on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Tua going to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
On both sides searching for adjustments. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got Allen. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert.
They'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To the air again, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Herbert now. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Ready?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Tua. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Channing Tindall from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
3rd and long, it's Herbert.
Quick strike to Eckler.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Open man downfield is Hill.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. On the move to his left. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st down at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Throwing, Herbert.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Dorsett on the return. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here at OT as the kick is away.
The Charger drive about to get going.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First throw in overtime for Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And some room to maneuver. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
You and I were excited for this one today moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time. And let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for the Chargers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5.